The murder of 7-year-old Pradyuman at Gurugram's Ryan International School rings out through the day after a violent police lathi-charge against protesting parents this afternoon. Parents hold a silent candlelight vigil outside the school in the evening. The news tightens around Ryan International School. The Gurugram police chief tells CNN-News18 that a case has been registered against the school management to probe charges of institutional negligence. And it's not just in Gurugram. The National Commission for Women serves notice to Delhi's Tagore Public School, where a 5-year-old girl was raped in an empty classroom on Saturday. A magisterial probe will submit its report in 3 days. When you send your child to school, you send him or her in good faith that he or she will not just get an education, but their security will be guaranteed by the school authorities. That was not the case with either 7-year-old Pradyuman in Gurugram or that 5-year-old in the Delhi school who got raped. Why are such crimes happening in the unlikeliest of places, in our schools? I'm Zakka Jacob. Welcome to the weekend edition of Face Off. Here are the other headlines that we're tracking this Sunday evening. On day 2 of his Kashmir visit, Home Minister Ramnath Singh visits Anantnag. He holds an interaction with police personnel. As part of the centre's outreach, he also reviews the security situation with Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti. Hurricane Irma makes landfall, slams into Florida Keys on the southeast U.S. coast with 130 miles per hour winds. Storm surges and water walls up to 15 feet strike the coastline. But up first, we've got breaking news right at the top of Face Off. CNN-News18 has managed to access the 3-member panel report on the Gurugram school murder that happened at the Ryan International School. The report says there was massive security shortfalls at the Ryan International School. It says there were no CCTV cameras installed in the area where this happened. There were no separate bathrooms for staff like conductors and drivers who are employed by the Ryan International School. It also says, amongst other things, fire extinguishers were not working. The report has now been submitted to the Gurugram Deputy Commissioner. The report has been sent by the Gurugram DC to the Director for Secondary Education in Haryana, with a recommendation that action as per the Haryana Education Act be taken against the management of Ryan International School. The Deputy Commissioner has recommended the strictest possible action as per these rules. A show cause notice will now be issued to the Ryan International School management. Like I said, a quick word on what exactly this report has found. This 3-member panel, they found gross deficiencies in the installation and functioning of CCTV cameras in the school, a lack of separate toilets for staff like drivers and conductors, unsafe toilets, a broken boundary wall, lack of ramps for disabled people, expired fire extinguishers, and the lack of police verification of employees who have been employed by the school. Sahil's now joining us live with more details on this. Sahil, just walk us through this 3-member panel report which you've managed to exclusively access for CNN-News18. What more damning information does it have?
This is really a huge setback, and now trouble is clearly mounting for Ryan International School, because this was one report both the Haryana government as well as Gurugram police were waiting for. Now essentially this report goes into detail why exactly Ryan International School needs to be held accountable for what really happened inside the washroom of Gurugram branch of Ryan International School. Let me quickly take you through the findings of the report, and the copy of which is right now in my hand. Let me just read out from that. First up, as per the report, there are deficiencies found in the installation of CCTV cameras. The first thing that's there on the website of Ryan International School, it says that our classrooms, that our corridors are completely covered with CCTV cameras. That's number one. Number two, lack of separate toilets for staff like drivers and conductors. This is exactly the problem. This is exactly the problem which parents have been raising, that why was a conductor allowed entry into a toilet which was meant just for the students. That's point number two. The panel has clearly found that there is lack of toilet which should have been there according to the education board guidelines. Number three, the toilets found unsafe. Now the report has not gone into the detail how exactly are they unsafe, but they have clearly stamped unsafe on the toilets that were there inside the Ryan International School. Number four, the boundary wall is broken. So if someone wants to enter the school or exit it, he or she does not need the entry-exit gate. they can gain access into inside Ryan International School from the boundary wall which is broken. And the school is surrounded on one side by villages, on the other side by wine shops, by tobacco shops, and on the other side by National Highway. This is how serious the scenario is.
All right.
Number 5, there is no ramps. Number 6, the fire extinguishers are expired. And most importantly, the employees, including the teachers, have not been verified by police. There is no police verification. Now, what's important is that now the Deputy Commissioner, based on this report, has recommended to Haryana government, to Education Secretary Board, to take strictest action against Ryan International School. Ryan International School, my sources confirm, will be issued a show cause notice in which they will have to comply with these guidelines. They will have to explain why these were not done. They will have to put forward their side of the story. If they fail to do so, if they fail to comply, they could be de-recognized, number 1, or the state government could take over Ryan International School. Clearly, trouble is mounting for Ryan International School.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Many thanks for joining us at the top of Face Off with that breaking story. Sahil Meghani there, getting access exclusively to this 3-member panel report, which has now been sent by the Deputy Commissioner of Gurugram to the Haryana Secondary Board for Education. Meanwhile, just hours after the police lathi charge protesting parents outside the Ryan International School earlier this afternoon, parents took out a silent protest right outside the school in the evening hours. In the backlash that happened in the afternoon, media vans as well as camera persons were injured. Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has not so far ordered a CBI probe, and that has been a single-point demand by the victim's father. Opposition leaders too have been trooping in to both the school as well as visiting Pradyuman's family. 7-year-old Pradyuman was brutally murdered in the school toilet by the school bus conductor soon after he was dropped off at the school by his father on Friday morning.
हम लोग एक साइलेंट मार्च निकाल रहे हैं बच्चे की आत्मा की शांति के लिए, क्योंकि शोर शराबा मचा के तो गवर्नमेंट सुनती नहीं है। शायद इनके अंदर का इंसान जाग सके, और हम लोग साइलेंट मार्च निकाल रहे हैं कि शायद हमारे ये साइलेंट मार्च निकालने से ये लोग कुछ करें। देखिए, प्रशासन की तरफ से जो भी आश्वासन दिया जा रहा है वो केवल आश्वासन न रहे, पूरी कार्रवाई हो। मतलब हमारे यहाँ पारदर्शिता के साथ कार्रवाई होनी बड़ी जरूरी है, और सरकार को इसमें बहुत अच्छी तरह इन्वॉल्वमेंट होना चाहिए, और स्कूलों के ऊपर जो बढ़ती हुई फीस है और विभिन्न प्रकार के और भी दबाव हैं स्टूडेंट और पेरेंट्स के ऊपर, वो भी दूर होने चाहिए।
सर, हमारी डिमांड ये है कि इसकी इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए और इसकी प्रॉपर इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए। ये घटना जिस तरीके से बताया जा रहा है, ये ऐसी घटना नहीं है। लगता है कि कोई राज दबा हुआ है इसके नीचे, और हम चाहते हैं इसकी सीबीआई इंक्वायरी हो।
As you can see, the heavy security deployment which was brought in around 48 hours ago after the murder was reported remains to be here. From what we get to know, at least for the next 24 hours, the cops and the commandos who've been deployed here will be here. This campus was taken over 48 hours ago. It is still completely under the charge of the police and the security forces. I would request my video journalist to come and show you here. This was the very location at which the cops had lathi charged the angry parents who were protesting, and also at the media personnel, bruising most of them, breaking the arms, breaking the cameras of media personnel, and also a lot of the angry parents were wounded too. Some were bleeding, some were wounded, and some had their bones broken. 30 meters from where I'm standing right now towards this way is the beer and wine shop, which was burned down by angry parents. It was completely burned down to ashes because they questioned the entire fact or the entire logic behind a wine store which sells alcohol being there almost 30 meters away from an educational institution, which is against the law, which breaks all the rules when it comes to educational institutions. There's also a store which sells tobacco, cigarettes. The candlelight march is expected to arrive here at any point of time. Remember, they wanted to circle out the school campus in the candlelight march. They have a one-point agenda when it comes to what they want, why they're protesting even now, after the cops also say that they have caught the actual murderer. They say that they want an impartial probe. 4 teachers being brought in to the school campus for questioning, for investigation. The police right now, remember, is looking at multiple angles. They're also looking at the negligence factor of it.
Earlier this afternoon, CNN-News18's Deepa Rana reported on how the police attacked the protesting students using lathis, injuring some of them right outside the Ryan International School.
As you see over here, the security has come and they are now pushing and shoving the parents over here. They're pushing the parents. They're asking them to vacate the premises immediately. This is when the parents were, see, as you see, there's a lathi charge. There's a lathi charge on parents which is being done. and the parents have been made to run away from here. There is a lathi charge that is happening, and the police has been asking them to vacate. The parents have been asked to vacate immediately, and as you see, there's a lathi charge happening on women. They have been pushed, and they have been asked to vacate the place immediately. This is what you see over here that the police and security is doing. They have immediately asked them to vacate it, and as you see over there, the parents have been pushed. The parents have been pushed. The cameras of the crew, as you see, the cameras of the crew, the media crew has been broken. This is what the police has done. Here, if I can show you, see here, the police is even asking them to vacate this place right now. Even as we are showing you over here, the police has asked the parents to vacate it immediately. They have been lathi charged and they have been asked to move immediately right now. In fact, the police is asking everybody to vacate the place immediately.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has broken his silence for the very first time. He's assured that the guilty will not be spared. Listen in to this reaction.
बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। इसके घटना के घटित होते ही तुरंत मैंने अपने शिक्षा मंत्री को गुरुग्राम में भेज दिया था। वो सब चीज़ों पर ध्यान किए हुए हैं। जो भी दोषी उसमें होंगे उनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी। और जिस प्रकार से आज पत्रकारों के ऊपर इस प्रकार से जो उनके साथ मारपीट हुई है, ये भी अपने आप में एक बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है। जो घायल पत्रकार हैं उनका इलाज भी कराया जाएगा और जो नुकसान हुआ है उसकी भरपाई भी की जाएगी। मैं निश्चित रूप से ऐसे जो दोषी पुलिस कर्मचारी हैं उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करने का भी निर्देश दे रहा हूँ। हमारे शिक्षा विभाग के अधिकारियों ने निर्देश जारी कर दिए हैं कि आगे से सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से और स्कूल की जो भी व्यवस्था है ताकि इस प्रकार की घटना की कोई पुनरावृत्ति न हो, इसके लिए जो भी व्यवस्थाएं हैं वो सब पूरी की जाएंगी।
Meanwhile, in his demand for justice, Pradyuman's father has appealed for an impartial CBI probe to get to the bottom of what and who killed his son.
In depth जांच करके जो 1% गिल्टी है इसमें, चाहे वो स्कूल प्रशासन है, चाहे वो कोई व्यक्ति विशेष है, चाहे वो किसी भी तरह का है, मैं सबसे यही रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि प्लीज, और इसीलिए मैं इनसे रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा कि सीबीआई भी हमारी देश की बॉडी है और उसकी मदद पुलिस ले सकती है। पुलिस ले उसकी मदद, हमें अपने प्रशासन पे, अपने सिस्टम पे भरोसा तो रखना पड़ेगा। वो भरोसा मेरा है, मैंने रखा हुआ है और सबसे उम्मीद करूंगा कि इतना भरोसा सबको रखना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, there are signs of politics already picking up over this tragedy. Former Chief Minister of Haryana, Bhupinder Singh Hooda, visited the family of the murdered boy. He's demanded strong action from the state government. Listen in to a host of political reactions.
जो जनता का आक्रोश है वहाँ, वो स्वाभाविक है, क्योंकि ऐसा है घिनौना कांड हुआ वो। इस आक्रोश में सरकार को भी चाहिए कि जो लोगों की बात सुने, क्या वो चाहते हैं। अगर लोग वहाँ के चाहते हैं सीबीआई इंक्वायरी की जाए तो उसमें क्या दिक्कत है? सीबीआई की इंक्वायरी क्यों नहीं कर सकते? दोषी को दंडित करें, क्योंकि ये सरकार विफल सरकार है। और लोगों की आवाज़ दबाने की जब बात होती है, क्योंकि मीडिया लोगों की आवाज़ बनती है, तो उनकी भी आवाज़ दबाने की प्रयास करती है।
Terrible incident had occurred, but even after that there's no security audit, there's no change. That is why the parents are so angry. And instead of dealing with it sensitively, you send 3 busloads of policemen and give them the license to lathi charge parents. I don't agree with violent actions of burning down things, but the issue here is deal with it sensitively. And in any case, why should there be a liquor shop 100 meters away from a school? What is this Haryana government?
Meanwhile, it's not just in Gurugram and not just in Ryan International. The rape of a 5-year-old girl in a New Delhi school has sent shockwaves across the country. A 40-year-old peon has been arrested for this heinous crime. The child was allegedly raped inside an empty classroom at the Tagore Public School. This happened on Saturday. The Delhi Commission for Women today took suo motu cognizance of the shocking incident. The Tagore Public School, where this incident happened, has been served with a notice asking it to reply on the details of the accused and his verification. They have to do this within the next 3 days. The Delhi government has ordered a magisterial probe and asked for a detailed report to be submitted.
हॉस्पिटल वालों ने बोला कि इसे कानूनी कार्रवाई होगी और क्या नाम है, आपको बच्ची लेके नहीं जानी है उसके साथ कुछ गलत हुआ है।
स्कूल के खिलाफ आप क्या चाहते हैं?
तो यही चाहते हैं कि स्कूल बंद हो। जब स्कूल को कोई रिस्पॉन्स ही नहीं है, कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं है, ऐसा स्कूल तो बंद ही होना चाहिए। क्यों दिखावा कर रखा है, क्यों खोल रखा है चोर बाजार? ये चोर बाजारी और क्या है, पेरेंट्सों को पैसा लूटना है, कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं है। पुलिस वाले अब वहाँ के यहाँ के जो क्या नाम है हम मिले थे अरविंद में, वो अब खाली डॉक्टरों की भी बात को नहीं मानने, ना रिपोर्ट की बात को मानने। हम बच्चे तो खुद बयान लेंगे, अब बच्चों को तो बयानी बार बार टॉर्चर करा जा रहा है। बच्चा अपना बयान बदले तो बच्चा ऐसा तो बार बार वैसे ही डिस्टर्ब है और डिस्टर्ब करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
तो मतलब अभी तक पुलिस के स्कूल की तरफ से कोई
जिम्मेदारी नहीं है, कोई हमारे सामने खुल के नहीं आया है कि हमें इतनी भी तसल्ली दिलाए कि हम हमारे साथ हैं, हमारे स्कूल से गलती हुई है, हम उससे सजा देंगे, हम आपके साथ खड़े हैं, टेंशन मत लो। कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं।
All right, we'll take a quick break here on the program. When we come back, Home Minister Rajnath Singh visits Anantnag in Jammu and Kashmir. He meets with Jammu and Kashmir police personnel. Details of his visit when we return. This is Face Off, the weekend edition. We're back in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back. And on day 2 of his Kashmir trip, Home Minister Rajnath Singh visited Anantnag today amid heavy security in the aftermath of the terror attack that had rocked the city on Saturday. Rajnath Singh paid respects to the policeman who was martyred in yesterday's attack as he interacted with Jammu and Kashmir police jawans, assuring them that their sacrifice will not go in vain. He also said that funds for bulletproof vests and vehicles have been released. He returned to Srinagar in the evening where he reviewed the security situation along with Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti. The Home Minister is in Jammu and Kashmir as part of the Prime Minister's outreach to that state. He's been holding meetings with political representatives as well as civil society representatives. Meanwhile, Rajnath Singh has said that he was crestfallen after seeing the teary-eyed image of slain cop Abdul Rashid's daughter Zora.
कैसी विडंबना है कि कुछ दहशतगर्द ऐसे हैं जिन्हें केवल दहशतगर्दी से ही सलूक है, इसके अतिरिक्त उन्हें कुछ चाहिए नहीं और बराबर जिहाद की बात करते हैं, कहते हैं जन्नत मिलेगी। मैंने वह चित्र देखा था, अब्दुल रशीद की बेटी, आंसुओं से भीगे हुए उसके चेहरे। कल ही हमारे एक बहादुर जवान इम्तियाज, वह भी शहीद हुए। मेरे जम्मू कश्मीर के मेरे बहादुर दोस्तों, क्या आपकी सैक्रिफाइस या ऑर्डिनरी सैक्रिफाइस नहीं है बल्कि यह सुप्रीम सैक्रिफाइस है।
Meanwhile, news from Bhubaneswar, where an under-construction railway flyover collapsed this morning. One person is dead, 11 others are critically injured. Many labourers are believed to be trapped under the debris. Rescue operations are over. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik visited the injured in hospital. 2 engineers have been suspended and a high-level inquiry has been ordered. Meanwhile, the Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik spoke of the Bhubaneswar bridge collapse, assuring that strict action will be taken against those responsible for the disaster.
I'm shocked to learn about the death of one person in the unfortunate incident. My deepest condolences to the bereaved family. Here I met the injured and discussed with doctors about their treatment. 2 engineers have been suspended and the high-level inquiry has been ordered. Exemplary action has been taken against those found guilty.
Meanwhile, Hurricane Irma is pummeling southern Florida with vicious force as the storm's eye wall has now reached the Florida Keys area Sunday morning. Irma hurled winds of 130 miles an hour, lashing much of the southeastern coast of the state. As of 9 a.m. Eastern Time, the hurricane's eye was about 15 miles southeast of Key West. Almost the entire state is under a hurricane warning affecting at least 36 million people. Concerns of devastating gales, heavy rain and life-threatening storm surges. In case you want to check out more pictures and videos of the aftermath of Hurricane Irma, you can go to our website, news18.com. From me, Zakka Jacob, and the rest of the Face Off team, thanks for your time. We'll catch you again tomorrow night, same time. Good night.